I'm Dr. Jonathan Blake, a senior nutrition specialist with over 30 years of experience helping millions of older adults across the United States reclaim their strength, vitality, and independence. I've sat across from countless patients who told me, as long as I'm eating something, I'll be fine. But here's the hard truth. Not all foods are harmless. Certain meats and processed foods that seem innocent on your plate can quietly fuel inflammation, clog your arteries, and weaken your muscles, turning your once steady legs into shaky ground, increasing your risk of falls that can change your life in an instant. But here's the exciting part. By making just a few smart changes to your daily meals, you can flip the script. You can rebuild muscle strength, protect your heart, maintain balance, and most importantly, preserve the freedom and independence you've worked so hard for. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 3 powerhouse foods every senior should eat daily and 3 harmful foods you must avoid if you want to safeguard your health. Trust me, what you're about to learn will make you look at your dinner plate in a whole new light. Let's start with a true nutritional superstar: chicken breast. As a senior, your body's ability to build and maintain muscle gradually declines, a condition called sarcopenia. This silent muscle loss can leave you feeling weak, unsteady, and at greater risk of falls and fractures. But here's the good news. Chicken breast is one of the most powerful, affordable, and accessible foods you can add to your daily diet to fight back. Why is chicken breast so effective? First, it's packed with high-quality lean protein. Every bite delivers essential amino acids, the building blocks your muscles crave for repair and maintenance. Just one 3-ounce serving provides about 26 grams of protein, which can make a big difference in preserving your muscle mass as you age. Second, chicken breast is low in saturated fat, making it heart-friendly. Many seniors worry about cholesterol and heart disease, but chicken breast offers a clean source of protein without the heavy fats that come with red or processed meats. By choosing chicken breast over fatty cuts of beef or processed sausages, you're actively protecting your cardiovascular health. Third, it's incredibly versatile and easy to cook. You can grill it, bake it, steam it, or shred it into soups and salads. And for those who struggle with chewing tougher meats, chicken breast, when cooked properly, remains tender and easy to digest. But here's the most exciting part. Studies show that seniors who consume enough lean protein, especially from sources like chicken, maintain better balance, stronger bones, and faster recovery from injuries. This isn't just about avoiding weakness, it's about actively improving your quality of life. Imagine being able to walk confident. Of course, quality matters. Whenever possible, choose organic or free-range chicken to avoid unnecessary antibiotics or hormones. And be mindful of preparation. Skip the deep fryer. Opt for health. In short, chicken breast isn't just a piece of meat on your plate. It's a daily tool to rebuild your strength, fuel your energy, and keep you independent for years to come. Don't underestimate its quiet power. Sometimes the simplest foods hold the greatest potential for change. Next on our list is one of the most celebrated superfoods for seniors: salmon. As a senior nutrition specialist with decades of experience, let me tell you straight. If you're over 60 and you're not eating salmon regularly, you're missing out on one of the most powerful health boosters nature offers. Salmon isn't just another fish. It's a muscle-saving, heart-protecting, brain-sharpening superfood. And here's why you should make it a priority, starting today. First, salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These are not just good fats. They are essential fats that your body can't make on its own. As you age, chronic inflammation silently damages your muscles, joints, and brain. Omega-3s actively reduce inflammation, helping to protect your body from arthritis pain, memory decline, and even heart disease. Second, salmon delivers high-quality protein, about 22 to 25 grams per 3-ounce cooked portion. This is exactly the kind of protein your body needs to fight sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that leads to weakness, frailty, and increased fall risk. Every bite of salmon helps preserve your strength so you can keep doing the things you love: walking, gardening, traveling, and playing with your grandkids. Third, salmon is one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, a nutrient most seniors are deficient in, especially if you spend little time in the sun. Vitamin D works alongside calcium to strengthen your bones and prevent fractures, making it a key player in fall prevention. Think about it. One serving of salmon is like giving your body a triple shield for muscles, bones, and heart. Fourth, and just as important, salmon supports brain health. Research shows that seniors who regularly eat fatty fish have a lower risk of cognitive decline and dementia. Omega-3s nourish the brain, supporting memory, focus, and mood. So when you enjoy that delicious fillet, you're not just feeding your stomach, you're feeding your mind. Now, you might ask, how often should I eat salmon? The answer is simple. Aim for at least 2 servings per week. Go for wild-caught salmon if possible, as it typically has higher omega-3 levels and fewer contaminants. And skip the deep fryer. Grilled, baked, or broiled salmon with herbs, lemon, or a light drizzle of olive oil will maximize health benefits without adding unhealthy fats. The beauty of salmon is that it's easy to add into your routine. Grill it for dinner, flake it over a salad, or mix it into scrambled eggs or wraps. If you're on a budget, canned salmon, with bones for extra calcium, is a fantastic and affordable option. Here's my advice as a doctor. Start this week. Put salmon on your shopping list, plan a simple recipe, and make it happen. You don't need fancy diets or complicated supplements, just real whole foods that work with your body, not against it. Remember, small, consistent choices today create a stronger, healthier you tomorrow. Let's turn to another often underappreciated powerhouse, lean pork. Many seniors mistakenly believe that pork is an unhealthy choice, too fatty, too heavy, or too processed. But when you choose the right cuts, like lean pork loin, tenderloin, or trimmed pork chops, you're tapping into an excellent source of high-quality nutrition that can play a big role in maintaining strength, energy, and vitality as you age. First, let's talk about protein. Lean pork provides roughly 22 to 24 grams of protein per 3-ounce serving, putting it right up there with chicken and salmon in terms of muscle-building power. This protein is packed with all the essential amino acids your body needs to repair tissues, rebuild muscle, and stay resilient against the natural muscle loss that comes with aging. For seniors, this means better strength, better balance, and a lower risk of falls or injuries. Second, lean pork is rich in B vitamins, especially vitamin B6 and B12. These vitamins are critical for maintaining a healthy nervous system, producing red blood cells, and supporting brain health. Many older adults unknowingly suffer from B12 deficiencies, leading to fatigue, numbness, or memory issues. By incorporating lean pork into your diet, you give your body a natural boost of these essential nutrients, helping to keep your mind sharp and your energy levels steady. Third, lean pork offers a valuable dose of minerals like zinc, selenium, and iron. Zinc supports immune function and wound healing. two areas where aging bodies often need extra help. Selenium acts as an antioxidant, protecting your cells from damage, while iron plays a key role in carrying oxygen through the bloodstream, keeping your muscles and brain well-fueled. Of course, preparation matters. Avoid fatty cuts like pork belly or heavily processed versions like bacon or ham, which are loaded with sodium and preservatives. Instead, opt for simple, healthy cooking methods. Bake, grill, or stir-fry your lean pork with plenty of vegetables and herbs. Trim visible fat before cooking and season lightly to avoid excess salt. In summary, lean pork is far more than just another meat option. It's a nutrient-rich ally that can help you stay strong, energized, and resilient well into your golden years. By adding lean pork to your weekly meals, you're not just enjoying delicious, satisfying dishes. You're making a smart investment in your long-term health, independence, and quality of life. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the foods that can silently sabotage your health, starting with one of the biggest culprits, sausage. At first glance, sausages might seem like an easy, flavorful addition to your breakfast plate or dinner table. But behind that tempting aroma lies a dangerous mix of saturated fats. Let's break it down. Sausages are made from processed meats, often using fatty cuts of pork or beef first. Sausages are extremely high in SA. The second sausages are packed with sodium, sometimes over 500 milligrams, for 1,500 to 2,300 for most adults. High third, sausages often contain nitrates and chemical preservatives linked to increased inflammation and even certain cancers, particularly colorectal cancer. For older adults already facing age-related inflammation in their joints, muscles, and organs, consuming these chemicals can worsen the problem and erode long-term health. You might think, but I only eat sausages occasionally. Yet studies show that even moderate, regular consumption of processed meats raises health risks significantly over time. The damage doesn't happen overnight, but day by day, meal by meal. If you love the taste of sausage, consider healthier alternatives. Look for plant-based or lean poultry sausages with lower sodium and no chemical preservatives, or better yet, create homemade versions using lean ground chicken or turkey with herbs and spices. In short, cutting back on sausages isn't about giving up flavor. It's about protecting your heart, lowering inflammation, and preserving your strength and mobility for the years ahead. Remember, every food choice you make today shapes the future you'll live tomorrow. Next on the list of foods seniors should avoid is a beloved but dangerous favorite, Chinese sausage. While it's often enjoyed in festive dishes, stir-fries, or alongside steamed rice, packs a nutritional punch that's far from healthy, especially for aging bodies. Let's take a closer look at why Chinese sausage is so harmful. First and foremost, Chinese sausage is extremely high in saturated fat. Just a small piece, about 1 ounce, can contain over 7 to 10 grams of fat, much of it saturated. This type of fat directly raises LDL, bad cholesterol levels, increasing the risk of atherosclerosis, or hardening of the arteries. For seniors, this translates to a higher likelihood of heart attacks, strokes, and circulation problems. Remember, as we age, our blood vessels naturally become less elastic. Adding fatty, greasy foods like lap Chinese sausage accelerates the damage. Second, Chinese sausage is loaded with sugar. Unlike Western sausages, which are primarily salty, Chinese sausage combines sweet and savory flavors, often containing added sugars or syrups in the curing process. Consuming sugary meats doesn't just affect your waistline. It spikes blood sugar levels, increases the risk of insulin resistance, and makes diabetes harder to control. For seniors managing type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, Chinese sausage can quietly sabotage blood sugar management. Third, Chinese sausage is notorious for its high sodium and preservative content. A small serving can deliver upwards of 400 to 600 milligrams of sodium, pushing you closer to the daily upper limit in just a few bites. Excess salt leads to water retention, high blood pressure, and puts unnecessary strain on aging kidneys. Worse yet, Chinese sausage often contains nitrates and nitrites, chemical preservatives linked to inflammation, oxidative stress, and a higher risk of certain cancers, particularly in the digestive tract. You might be wondering, but I only eat Chinese sausage on special occasions. While enjoying it once or twice a year likely won't harm you, many seniors incorporate it more frequently, especially in Asian households where it's a staple in quick meals. Over time, even small, regular servings accumulate, slowly chipping away at your heart, kidneys, and metabolic health. Instead of Chinese sausage, opt for fresh, unprocessed meats or plant-based proteins seasoned with herbs and natural spices. You'll still enjoy rich, satisfying flavors, but without the hidden health risks. In summary, cutting back on Chinese sausage is a smart, protective step toward reducing inflammation, supporting heart health, and keeping your body resilient as you age. Remember, the less processed your food, the better your chances of aging well and living fully. Finally, we come to one of the most beloved, but also one of the most dangerous, processed meats for seniors: bacon. Crispy, salty, and packed with flavor, bacon is often seen as the ultimate breakfast indulgence or an irresistible topping on salads, sandwiches, and even desserts. But beneath its tempting crunch hides a nutritional profile that makes it one of the worst choices for older adults striving to maintain their health, strength, and independence. First, let's talk about saturated fat. Just 2 slices of bacon can contain over 7 grams of fat, most of which is saturated. Saturated fat raises LDL, bad cholesterol, directly contributing to the buildup of plaque in the arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. For seniors, whose blood vessels are already more prone to stiffness and narrowing, this increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, and peripheral artery disease. Simply put, every extra serving of bacon pushes your cardiovascular system closer to crisis. Second, bacon is packed with sodium. A small serving can deliver over 400 milligrams of sodium, contributing significantly to daily salt limits. High sodium intake leads to elevated blood pressure, water retention, and extra strain on the heart and kidneys. For seniors managing hypertension or kidney concerns, bacon can quietly but powerfully undermine months or even years of careful health management. Third, bacon contains nitrates and nitrites, chemical preservatives used to maintain its pink color and enhance flavor. While they may make bacon look and taste appealing, these compounds are linked to increased inflammation and a higher risk of colorectal and stomach cancers. For aging bodies already dealing with inflammation from arthritis, metabolic issues, or chronic disease, bacon adds yet another harmful layer. You might think, but I only eat bacon occasionally. Unfortunately, studies show that even small, regular intakes of processed meats increase long-term health risks. A weekend treat or a sprinkle on your salad may seem harmless, but over months and years, the cumulative effects can be profound, raising your risk of serious disease and reducing your overall quality of life. If you love the salty crunch of bacon, consider healthier swaps. Try turkey bacon with lower fat and sodium. Or better yet, season your meals with crispy roasted chickpeas, nuts, or smoked paprika for that savory flavor without the health costs. In short, cutting out or drastically reducing bacon isn't about depriving yourself. It's about choosing longevity, heart health, and stronger muscles over momentary indulgence. Remember, the choices you make today shape the energy, resilience, and freedom you'll have tomorrow. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've uncovered. As a senior, every meal you eat is more than just fuel. It's a choice that shapes your future. By adding powerful, nutrient-rich foods like chicken breast, salmon, and lean pork to your plate, you give your body the tools it needs to rebuild muscle, strengthen bones, protect your heart, and maintain the sharpness of your mind. These are the quiet heroes of aging well. They work behind the scenes, meal after meal, to keep you independent, resilient, and energized. At the same time, it's just as important to recognize the silent dangers lurking in processed foods like sausages, Chinese sausage, and bacon. Though delicious and convenient, these products carry hidden risks. They fuel inflammation, clog arteries, increase blood pressure, and chip away at your strength over time. Cutting back or eliminating them isn't about sacrifice. It's about choosing a better, healthier, longer life. Here's the truth I've learned after decades of caring for seniors across America. Small, consistent changes matter more than any miracle cure. Start today. Swap out one unhealthy item, add in one muscle-boosting protein, and take that first step toward reclaiming your health. Remember, it's never too late to change, and you are worth the effort. Your body still has the power to heal, strengthen, and thrive, but it needs your help. So the next time you look at your plate, ask yourself, is this helping me live the life I want? You have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the choice. Now let's turn that into action, because the strongest, healthiest version of you is waiting just around the corner.